Okay, hello everyone. Let's get started. So we continue with our Java tutorials, and today we'll discuss for. Yeah, so in the previous video we started discussing for loop, and today we are going to extend our knowledge related to loop for and introduce internal for loop. Yeah, so we'll have multiple for loops, so one loop inside another. Yeah, so that's basically the topic of our today's video. So if you haven't watched a previous video related to for, uh, link should appear on the top right corner. So take a look. Also, a short announcement that my Udemy course related to Java unit testing, so that is a method how we can automate our testing, is now live on Udemy. So the link will be provided in description. Just have a look. Maybe you will be interested in that. Okay, and other than that, let's continue. So here you can see the code we finished with during last time. So we talked about for loop, about initialization. Yeah, so basically three things we should provide while we create for. Yeah, so first of all, we should initialize our control variable, yeah, so based on which we will control how loop is executed. So the second one is a condition, so only if this condition is met, something happens. And the last one is what happens with this control value in the end of each iteration, right? Okay, and now let's talk about nested loops. So that is one loop inside another. Yeah, so this is one for loop, and in it we can define another one. Why not? Int j, let's say 0, j greater than 2, and less than 2, and j, let's say plus plus. Oh, okay, and here we have internal loop where we can do some code, for example. And so to demonstrate how that works, let's print out everything. Yeah, so that is I and j variable values. Okay, I variable value is j variable value is okay plus j. Okay, now let's launch and see how that works. Okay, so here we can see how that works. So we start with outer loop. Okay, so we initialize I, it's 0. Okay, and so now we go inside the first for. I is 0. Yeah, and what we have in our outer for loop is another loop. So we start executing inner loop, keeping in mind that I is 0. Okay, here we initialize another variable j and go inside for, and let's see what happens. So I variable value is 0, as we found out, and j variable is 0 as well. Okay, so the first iteration of inner loop is over. Then what we do, we check whether condition is met, whether j is still less than 2. Yes, it is, because j we incremented by 1 and j now is 1. Okay, so still I is 0, but j now is 1, as we can see. Yeah, okay, we finished that. Now increment j, it's 2, and now let's check j whether 2 is less than 2. No, then we finish this inner for iteration and go back to outer for. Okay, so for outer for, first iteration related to I is 0 is finished. Then we increment I by 1, so now I is 1, right? Let's check. I is less than 10. So I is 1, 1 less than 10. Is it true? Yes, it's true. Okay, then we start execute the code which is inside this loop. And inside this loop we have inner for. Let's go inside inner for. Once again, we initialize j, which once again is 0, and do the same thing. Yeah? So basically, for each value of outer loop for, yeah, so for each value of I of inner for, we execute inner loop, right? So I is 0, we execute inner loop 0, 1. I is 1, execute inner loop 0, 1. I is 2, execute inner loop 0, 1, and so on. Right? So, and of course, we are not limited to the depth of 2. Yeah, we can have also another 4 inside, right? For, let's say, int k is 0. K less than 5, and let's do k plus plus. Okay, and here we can have it, right? Okay, so we are not limited to one level of nestedness. We can have multiple, as many as we wish. Yeah, so we are not limited. And now, also here, I would like to talk about another very important topic. So previously in the previous video and also now, so the only example we talked about this control value in terms of what we do in the end of iteration was just to increment it by 1. Yeah, can we do something else? Yeah, of course we can. We can decrement by 1. Okay, fine. But what to do if, for example, I want to increment I by 2, for example? Yeah? So as you see, out of the box, at least how I wrote it now, it doesn't work. So it should be like that. It should be like that. Okay? So I value is I plus 2. Okay? Let's launch and see. Okay. Yeah, and as you see, we don't have anything. Yeah, so why is it so? Yeah, because we don't have anything inside. Sorry. Println I. Okay. Okay, and as you see, yeah, so the I value is incremented in the end of each iteration by 2. Yeah, I can do as well like this. Yeah, why not? So I can multiply, but what happens if I multiply 0 by 2? It will be always 0, and we go in infinite loop. Okay, so now we multiply by 2. So basically using this expression I equals to something, we can use any expression we actually need. Yeah, so we are not limited to incrementing or decrementing control value by 1. Yeah, we can do any arithmetic action we would like multiplication, addition, subtraction, and so on. Okay. Yeah, so basically that would be all for today related to nested for. Yeah, so on Wednesday, there will be a new video related to AWS service. Yeah, so stay tuned. So if you like that video, don't forget to press like. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, at the right time to do that. Also, don't forget to visit my website, DataGuru.guide, where you can find some interesting articles related to big data technologies, Java, and also uh, big data technologies, Java, and AWS, of course. Okay, but that's all for today. Thanks to all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.